Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, I'm Chofifah Ayuningtyas from 1A class of Physics Education. I will bring material with the title Anatomy and Character of the Planets. Not a single planet is perfectly round. They undergo deformation in the form of acceleration, meaning that the diameter from pole to pole is different from that of the equator. The ratio between the equatorial diameter and the diameter from pole to pole is called the precession. So, the higher the accuracy of a planet, the flattened it is. Each planet will attract any object with the force of gravity towards its center. According to Isaac Newton, this force is directly proportional to the mass of the object being pulled and inversely proportional to the square of the object distant from the center of the planet. By applying the law of preservation of mechanical energy, the minimum vertical velocity required by an object on the surface of a planet can be calculated to escape the gravitational influence of the planet where it is located. This minimum vertical velocity is called the escape velocity. The escape velocity acquired by an object does not depend on the mass of the object. An ant and a tidal fan need the same escape velocity if they are on the same planet. Escape velocity is a characteristic of each planet or other astronomical object. The amount of escape velocity is given by v is equal to the root of 2g.m divided by r, which is the general constant of gravity, and the planet's mass, and r the planet's radius. Terrestrial planets. The first four planets, namely Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are called the terrestrial planet group. The word terrestrial means Earth-like. It is said in part because the four planets, like the Earth, are made of rocks. These four planets are also said to be the inner planets, but of course, each of them has its own privileges. The features depend on the size and distance of each of them to the Sun. For example, the smaller planet is the thinner the atmosphere that surrounds it, or the closer planet is to the Sun, the higher the temperature on the planet's surface. As a result, for example, water has never been a liquid. The relative size of the planets in the solar system. Mercury. The planet Mercury is the planet closest to the Sun. The planet's average distance from the Sun is 58 million kilometers. This planet is classified as a small planet considering its diameter is only 4,878 kilometers, which is approximately 0.38 times the diameter of the Earth. The mass of Mercury is 0.054 times the mass of the Earth. The minimum rate of escape from Mercury's gravitational effect is 4.18 kilometers per second. Mercury's surface formation are similar to the surface formation of the Moon. Venus. The planet Venus has a diameter of 12,102 kilometers and a mass of 0.82 times the mass of the Earth. The average distance of Venus from the Sun is 108 million kilometers. The escape velocity on the surface of Venus is 10.5 kilometers per second. 1 day on Venus is equivalent to 249 days on Earth. 1 year on Venus lasts 225 Earth days. Like Mercury, Venus also has no moon. The distance of Venus from the Sun, which is smaller than the distance of the Earth from the Sun, because Venus to get approximately twice as much solar radiation. The thick atmosphere, which is dominated by carbon dioxide, causes the greenhouse phenomenon. The next result is a very high temperature on the surface. The average temperature of Venus reaches 475 degrees Celsius. These high temperatures, of course, is at the melting point of lead. Earth. This is the planet we were born in and where we live, where we feel both comfort and danger in the form of a disaster. and the planet we have exploited its resources for. But this is not necessarily a planet we were familiar with. This planet is also known as the blue planet. It is possibly the only planet in our solar system that allows life to exist. Mars. The planet Mars is also known as the red planet. Predictably, this planet will appear to be red. The redness of the planet Mars comes from the rust that covers its surface. The entire surface of the planet Mars is covered by peroxide and other iron compounds. With a diameter of 6,786 kilometers, Mars is certainly smaller than Earth. Mars' average distance from the Sun is 228 million kilometers. 1 day on Mars is equal to 1.03 Earth days. 1 year on Mars is equal to 6,600.99 Martian days. Although Mars is smaller in size than Earth, Mars has more than one moon. 2 moons to be precise, Phobos, which has a shorter orbit, and Deimos. Both were discovered in 1877. Mars has a mass 0.11 times the mass of Earth. The escape velocity on the surface of Mars is 5.15 kilometers per second. Outer planets or Jovian planets. Jupiter. As the largest planet, Jupiter has a diameter of 142,984 kilometers. Jupiter's mass is 317.8 times the mass of the Earth. Jupiter's average distance from the Sun is 778 million kilometers. 1 day on Jupiter is equal to 9 hours and 50 minutes. 1 year on Jupiter is equivalent to 11.9 Earth years. The minimum rate of freedom from Jupiter's gravitational influence is 59.69 kilometers per second. Saturn. Saturn's average distance from the Sun is 1,427 million kilometers. With an equatorial diameter of 120,536 kilometers. Saturn is arguably the equivalent of Jupiter. Saturn is faster than Jupiter at 1.11. Saturn's rotation time is 10 hours, 14 minutes. So, a day on Saturn is faster than a day on Earth. 1 year on Saturn lasts 29.5 Earth years. Saturn's mass is 94.2 times the mass of the Earth. The minimum speed to escape Saturn's gravitational influence is 35.88 kilometers per second. The rings that surround Saturn are a feature that makes Saturn unique among the planets in our solar system. The rings have a thickness of less than 16.09 kilometers and are located concentrically or having the same center point in a plane that divides Saturn at its scheduler. Uranus. Uranus has an average distance of 2,871 million kilometers from the Sun. The mass of Uranus is approximately 14 Earth masses. Uranus is 51,118 kilometers in diameter. Because it is so far from the Sun, the surface temperature is quite low at minus 184 degrees Celsius, lower than the temperature on Saturn. The minimum rate of escape from Uranus' gravitational influence is 22.37 kilometers per second. 1 year on Uranus means 84 Earth days, and 1 day on Uranus means 17.9 hours. Uranus has 15 moons. Neptune. Neptune has a mass 17 times the mass of Earth. Neptune's average distance from the Sun is 4,497 million kilometers. Neptune's size is commensurate with Uranus. Its diameter is 49,528 kilometers. The minimum rate of escape from Neptune's gravity is 24.78 kilometers per second. 1 day on Neptune is 19.2 hours, while 1 year lasts 165.5 Earth days. Neptune has 8 satellites. That's enough from me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.